record on this computer. All right, so the recording has started, and welcome whoever is going to be watching this. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you how to take notes for meetings. And actually, I'm going to do this. All right, so there you go. And what I did before was I went to session calendar. So this is, oops. Okay, session calendar. All right, so this is where you go to take the notes for the meetings. You can find these note pretty easy. We have a pretty good system, and I'm going to be showing you an example. So the one that we just did yesterday, which is the weekly sprint meeting from March 1st. And all right, just a minute. Let me get this. All right, so this is the way we name the all the meetings. If it's it depends on what kind of meeting it is. If it's a weekly sprint meeting, we just put down weekly sprint meeting, and then we put down the date. And this is so that people can easily find it. They just like press Control P, and then they just press put in like weekly sprint meeting to find it easier. So, and then what I do is once it's done, I press completed, which I actually didn't do for this one. I press completed so that that pops up, and the category, what kind of meeting it is or what we're doing, and what the video that I'm going to be doing is about the meeting. So there's the annual meeting, a quarterly meeting, a monthly meeting, and a weekly sprint meeting that that I take notes for, that I want to show you how to take notes for. And the example is that I'm going to be using is for the weekly sprint meeting, and because they're all really similar. And then I put in the facilitator, whoever is directing it. These are the people that could be directing it, some people. So we just put in whoever is directing it. And the format is always an interactive group project, so it's not any of the other ones. So I put that in as well. And remember to always put in the date so that people can find it easier as well. And so all you do is just click on it and then click on the date that it. This one already has it, but it was March 1st. You just click the date and it pops up. And then the next one is who it all involves. So who are all the people that were there at the meeting, and if there are any other people that joined the meeting, I just put them right here. Like I just write down other people that joined and then their name. And the session slot, you can do this as well. First session, second session, third session, just put in what session it is. And that's it for this top part. Okay, so now go down to step number 1. Step number 1 is to revisit and realign our ministry culture. And for this one, I usually don't take any notes because it has all the notes. It has our vision, our values, and our mission. But we go over this every single time to remind people why we are here, what we're doing, and things like that. So this is really important to go through. But once in a while, we explain these more. And when we do explain these more, I like to take notes, like any extra notes. I just hit enter, tab, and then write down any other notes that there are that people say about them. And the next one is step number 2. It's reconfirming annual OKRs and confidence in achieving the monthly actions. So this is, for this part, I usually don't write down anything as well. We just reconfirming them, and anyways, for the first section, I don't write down anything. It's our annual OKRs. We just go over all of this and see how things are going with that. And then the next part is what I do write down is our monthly actions, and these changed every month. So I always update the template as well, which I can probably show in a different video. But today is, or this month is, always make sure all the monthly actions have a person beside it who's responsible for it, so that we can know who's spearheading it. So this one is Sister Kathy, who's catching up on the bookkeeping. And then from out of a scale of 1 to 10, this is her number in her confidence in achieving it this month. And just go down the line, each and every one of them, what their confidence is in achieving their these monthly actions. And then comes the prior week in review. This is where we oftentimes we open the previous, we review the previous weekly sprint meeting, because we always have tasks that we go through, and we just click this and have it like a split screen. So I guess I can show you how that's done. And then weekly sprint meeting, and it's like this. So this is the March 1st one, and then this, oh, never mind, this is not that one. Let me see. Content team meeting, weekly sprint meeting. Okay, what did I do? Okay, there you go. I'm gonna put this one on this side. Okay, so now we have both of these up, and we just, what we do is we go through the weekly sprint meeting from last week, which is step number 4, and we see what got done and what didn't get done. So we just go through each and every one of these and check mark the ones, and just check mark the ones that are done, and usually I transfer the other ones that aren't. So like if I just do this and press Control C and just paste it in this one, on step number 4, if that's something that we want to do this next week. And you just go through all of them. I guess that's all we do, and see what got done and what didn't get done. And that's it. So let me just do this. There you go. And then after that, what we do is we go through what worked well this past week. What are the things that we got done? What did we enjoy about the past week, and things like that. So I just write them down point by point, what worked well. And then there's what needs improvement. For if there's anything that needs improvement, what can we improve on? I just write down those things, simple things. And then the measuring the key results, which can be like tab, and I'm not gonna write something down for this one, but it can be like how many people attended the live cast, if we had the live cast this week, that week, the past week, or things like that. And then what tasks were not completed, we can just write them down here. It's pretty straightforward. That's what I really like about these templates that we have. It's not like something you're just like creating notes out of the blues. And then after that, we create a checklist of post-meeting actionable steps, which is just what do we need to get do this week, and then I put the person's name who's responsible for it before it, and this is usually the template that we always use, this same way, and then what they are going to do. And after that, I organize it in like what day we want to do it. Do we want to do it today? And this is all things that you're going to be discussing as you go throughout the meeting, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Sabbath, or we just created this, or a to-don't list. What are things that don't really need to get done this week, but we still want to keep them in mind? So, and that's these two things. So that's what that is. And for step number 5, discuss what would prevent us from achieving those weekly tasks, and just put down what, I guess that doesn't need to be there. What what would prevent us from achieving these things, or if there is anything, just put write that down. And then it comes to committing to weekly tasks to be completed during next weekly sprint, which is what we do in step number 4. All the last few steps are all kind of like we do them together, and we just write them down in step number 4. That's what we usually do. And that is it for like during the meeting. That's all that you have to do. But my work after the meeting is sending in these notes individually to the people that that are like sending these different tasks to the individual people. So whoever it involves, if it's Enix, what I usually do is I separate them into like people, or kind of group them together for people who for the same ones, so that I can just like send them together, which is like this, and I just send them on Messenger. So I just control paste it. Oops. I just press Control C or highlight it and Control C, and then I just send it on Messenger. That's what I do most of the time. Or if anyone has a different way of doing it, then I guess that works as well. But make sure everyone has all the actionable steps that they're supposed to be doing, because a lot of times things don't get done if you don't send it to them. And also, if it's supposed to be done on a certain day, then I always mention, I guess I can show you what I did did yesterday on Messenger. Oops. I think, yeah, I sent them to Enoch. Or let me see, I sent it to Kathy. There you go, right here. So this is what I do. I send Enix to Kathy's as well, because she schedules his day. So whichever ones don't have a date, I just send them to without a date. But if they want to do it today, and I just put today, and then all the, or let me see, where is, right here. If it's things that he wants to do today, I just send all of them on here for today, that he wanted to do today, and on Monday, and then just continue Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. and then these are other things that he wanted to do too, but there wasn't a different definite day that he wanted to do them, so that's why I just sent them to him like that. Um, so that's how you send the notes to other people. And I think that's about it. Um, Taking notes is really important. I really encourage, I know I'm still learning how to take notes, but I know it's really important. A lot of times people don't remember anything that's not written down. Long memory is not as good. A short pencil is better than a long memory. Um, so whatever you write down is what people remember. So um, just write down the things and um, just remember that this is a learning and a growing experience. God doesn't expect you to do everything perfect at once, and which I'm really thankful for. And um, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Uh, I hope you find this very um, informative and helpful in taking notes. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed doing this. Let me see if I can get back to it. Oh, right here. More. Um, Stop the recording.